Our theme is connection. And we approach connection through the lenses of I am the creator of connection. I'm curious to hear from you ladies who here sometimes have the idea that I need to have a perfect circumstances to connect, or I need to have a perfect partner, or I need to have a perfect environment, or he needs to behave a certain way, and only then I'm able to connect. Like who can feel like that? Yeah, yeah, right. Totally, totally valid. And why is that? Because we have an emotional reaction. We have triggers or something doesn't go the way we want. And in those moments when connection doesn't go the way we want, a person's not available for connection, something happens. We have a teeny tiny millisecond of choice. Am I going down the spiral or in a story? Or am I putting all my energy and attention that this is not what I want? Or I'm choosing to stay in my creatrix power, in my creatrix archetype, and actually decide that this is still going to go in the direction of connection I desire, which takes a lot of inner courage, dedication, willingness, um, and assertiveness. And I'm, as a woman, not always comfortable feeling all those things. All those adjectives that I used, we might consider them more masculine. So, for today's call, I created a trick how we can be in the power of creatrix and find a different ways to tune in and feel about it differently. Because often as women, why we don't like taking more active role in a relationship? Why? I want to hear from you. Like, why wouldn't I like take more active role in a relationship? How does that make you feel?
Awkward. Just awkward.
Okay, awkward. What else?
It'd be needy or
Needy. Mm-hmm.
to think about it.
Vulnerable.
Vulnerability is a not it's a, I consider it as a good and I consider it as a feminine. But yeah, vulnerable and uncomfortable in that.
I'm taking a risk. It's like
Yeah.
just the risky. Maybe that's a better
Mm-hmm.
word.
Yep. It's like I'm on a mercy. I risk my workout or I risk my crash.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, what else? What's the most important thing? Why would I like lead or do a lot or ask for
Also
things in a
makes me
relationship?
feel less sexy.
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
It's almost like, well, are we switching? Am I start holding a masculine in a relationship and he's holding a feminine? And why do I have to tell him that we need to go out or he needs to do something? And that's why usually there's a very big contrast that it's either we over controlling and controlling a lot and telling a lot what to do or what is it that we want with a particular attitude. Or we actually pulling away and like, I'm not gonna say anything at all. I'm just gonna quiet and let him, wake up. That strategy, I would say, is a miss than a hit. Today, we're going to put our attention and play with, and we're going to have our male coach joining us for that. Is as a feminine expression of my needs and desires, can I shift into inspiring and initiating? And I'm curious, how does those adjectives sound to you?
Better than controlling.
Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Me feel creative. How do I do this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and what else? Initiating and inspiring. It puts you where? Like when you hear that, what do you feel? What's happening?
I feel softening, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
guess you're expecting us to say feminine.
You are softening, but you also start feeling more of your body and you kind of like being more in your body and less in your head, right? Because even like creativity, it's like immediately When I hear the word creativity, to me, it's like movement and flow and the softness and alluring and kind of like outside the box, which is not logical. So that's what I want us to play with today. And that's what I want you guys to explore for the next 2 weeks before our next call in your practices, how you practice together with a woman in the group, and also how you practice outside. Stepping into this mindset of as a feminine, I inspire action or I initiate action, definitely in my partner and in the world around me. And in order for me to do that, I need to, number one, know what it is that I want, right? Be very clear what it is that I want. Number two, be in my full permission to receive it. Because sometimes we say we want things, but we don't have permission for us to actually receive them. Who can relate to that? I see a nod and I see no videos on other screens. So thank you for emojis. Yeah, right. So it's important and it's our internal work to find reassurance and confidence within yourself and that feeling of worthiness to receive it. Because if we in conflict with our own desire, how we expect that to be fulfilled by another person? It all starts with you. And that's why right here in voice, we're practicing that it's crucially important how we feel, our state, the state we're starting the conversation. So depending on desires that you have in life that you need to express to other people, and those people can be anyone, the important work to do is to sit down and notice, am I fully open and receptive to receive it? And if there are any blocks, what are those blocks? And what work do I need to do internally to remove those obstacles? And like if my body shrinks when I'm thinking about receiving this desire, then I'm not a match to the desire because there's a golden rule, there's a secret rule of manifestation. We get not what we want, we get what we expect.